All right, fifth graders, it is time for me to go over what we're doing for social studies today. So, fifth grade, everything for today is under September 29th assignments, which, if you're watching this video, which that means you've probably found that out. Now, you are going to click on what says Tribe Presentation Research. You are going to click on Social Studies. Open it up. All right, so you are going to pick a tribe, and I'm going to show you where you'll pick your tribe from. You are going to tell me the location of the tribe. You are going to tell me its government, some fun facts to get ready for our social studies presentation. So you're going to click on this link, this Native American history on Ducksters. Open that up. I am going to scroll all the way very bottom, and then I'm going to click on one of these tribes. So notice I'm not looking here. I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom where it says tribes. So here are some different tribes I could choose from: Apache, Blackfoot, Cherokee, Cheyenne, Chickasaw, Cree, Inuit, Iroquois, Navajo, Nez Perce, Osage, Pueblo, Seminole, and Sioux. So I'm gonna pick the just gonna pick the Osage Nation. So no one's allowed to pick that one now. All right. Then it takes me to a page all about the Osage Nation. So there's a couple of options here. You can read the entire thing, the article about the Osage Nation, or you can listen to this at the bottom.
Native Americans, Osage Nation.
Osage.
The Osage are a Native American tribe that once dominated much of the central United States, including portions of Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri.
Okay, so I just heard a bunch of information, so I am doing Osage tribe. Arkansas location. I'm going to replay that because I didn't hear the beginning. I wasn't paying attention.
Native Americans, Osage Nation. The Osage are a Native American tribe that once dominated much of the central United States, including portions of Arkansas, Oklahoma.
So you've got Arkansas, Oklahoma. Listen to the rest of this.
Kansas, and Missouri.
Kansas and Missouri. I'm going to put Central United States or Midwest. So that is going to be location. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to go any further there. I'm going to listen for government now. That's my next section on here. So how did they run their people?
Today, many Osage people live on the Osage Reservation in northern Oklahoma. History. The Osage traditionally lived in the central United States. Throughout the 1700s and early 1800s, they were the dominant power throughout much of Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri. In the late 1600s, the Osage established trade with the French.
I'm going to fast
So
forward.
were Wickiups. They would build a frame made of wooden poles and then cover it with animal hides or pack sod. When they ventured onto the Great Plains to follow the bison herds, they lived in teepees, which were easier to move. Osage. The name Osage comes from the early French traders. It was the French version of the Osage word Wa-Jaji, which means water people. Osage government. Like many Native American tribes, the Osage didn't have a complex government. They lived in small bands and villages throughout the region. Each band would...
All right. So I'm hearing that they had a pretty simple government. They lived in small bands and villages. So they lived in small bands or villages. And I'm seeing I'm getting this information under the government section. They had two chiefs, a war chief and a peace chief. And chiefs are their leader. A war chief and a peace chief. All right. So that is the government. Now I get to do some fun facts. So that can be anything that I am interested in. So I could say there is around 15,000 people in the United States, and I'm actually just going to copy and paste that because I like that fact. Another fact is that they make clothing from deer skin. That's interesting. So they liked to wear deer skin clothing. Another one is they lived in dome-shaped homes called wigwams or wickiups. Wickiups. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. So notice how easy that was for me to fill out. So just to review, you pick a tribe from the bottom of the website. You can do any single tribe but Osage because I picked that one. You can click on it. So if I want to do Iroquois, I could listen to the person read it to
Native
me.
Americans.
Or I could read it myself and answer the questions for my research page. So that is social studies. If you have any questions, let me know. But have fun researching your tribes, and I can't wait to see which tribe you pick.